Ahoy! Here is my competition footage from my first tournament.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
I sped these clips up to 150% so that way we can get to the juicy stuff straight away. So we have no weight limit for these matches. My opponent Chris, he's just come off a victory, but I saw he was pretty fatigued, so I wanted to be on the attack straight away. So here I'm really trying to put a lot of pressure on him, just being heavy on top. It makes it really hard if you're the bottom person to fight back. I'm looking to try and isolate an arm, try and break that, or take his back. It's a lot easier to take his back and then finish from there. So now that I've got his back, I'll try and flatten him out and get really heavy on him. Then it's hard to breathe and it's just a matter of finish. So my opponent, he taps out, he's wiggling feet, he's given up. Very happy with that win there. So that puts me in for the finals now. I'm up for the final match, up for a gold medal in the absolute. So that means any weight, I'm the top dog.
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
Next up, yeah, so I watched my opponent win his last one. He's a pretty tough character. Again, I just pushed really hard to try and isolate an arm. It worked really well for me in training. I was really good at finding arms and breaking them. Here I managed to isolate a foot. I'm almost got a tap here with breaking a foot, but I didn't get that. We didn't get too much more footage after that, but I ended up winning. It was a good match, tough competitor, but I ended up winning via submission. Okay, next up is my under 84 kilo gi, so everyone here is my same weight. I watched this guy fight earlier. He wasn't that technical. I wasn't too concerned. I was really looking to get the takedown and takedown points. I wasn't able to get it. He pulled me into his guard, but I still got takedown points for it. It shouldn't have happened. I managed to sneak past his legs here and take him out. So I'm really heavy on top. I should have taken my time to isolate that arm and go for an arm bar. You see here I keep spamming arm bar, but fail. So I've got him here again for another arm bar. I should have gone for the back, finished him like I did to Chris. But I was taking for a scissor sweep. Now I'm on top and I've got good top pressure. It makes me heavy and try to isolate that arm again. But not much happened, so I speed the camera up. Another arm bar attempt, failed again. I just keep spamming it. Take him down to the floor so I can have my way with him. The referee sets us back to the middle, so we're gonna get hurt. Now I'm on top. He gives me his back, and then I see a free arm. So grip and rip that. Pull his elbow towards him and try and get his elbow to touch his hand to touch his hip. So that's my victory there. So this next opponent, I saw he was quite tough. He'd won his last one. He's looking quite technical. I'm trying to pull him back in towards me to shoot this double leg takedown. Pull him in, rip him up, and throw him to the floor, but the ref didn't like it. He was worried we were going to land in the other square, so he resets us. I go for the same takedown, but he tries to throw a guillotine. I defend it by getting around. And now I'm setting up for a Von Flue choke. I'm trying to put a lot of pressure there on his neck. He manages to wiggle away, but that's fine. He's given me his back, and I start looking for that Kimura. It worked last match. And then now I've taken him back. I'm trying to find a lapel, so that's the collar. He's very wiggly. Manages to do a nice reversal here. I'm in his guard. He doesn't get any points for it, but this is where the match ends. If you look here at his wrist, I'll stop it. And I'm getting with the wrist lock. You see he's really cradling that. That really injured him so badly. In fact, he wasn't able to fight me in the next match. So there were other matches in between this, but we just didn't get great footage of it. Our next match was for the gold medal for this division, and that's what happened. He just tapped out immediately. There was no fight.
Wow. Let's do that again. No! He got cooked.
Well, that's 2 gold for me now. So far I've had about 6 flights. Now I'm into the no-gi. I'm pretty exhausted. We've been fighting for over 6 hours. I lost the takedown here. My opponent was really tough. He's good. Managed to get me to my back, but I'm trying to set up a guillotine.
When was the last time you cooked and what did you make?
How are you? The last time I cooked was last night.
But I managed to reverse it all. I'm on top here. Get in hand isolated, and I start hunting for that Kimura. So I'm trying to pull his hand up, pull his elbow up high towards his shoulder, and then get his hand to touch the opposite shoulder. He defends it quite well. I throw everything into it. His coach thinks he's fine, but I pull him up again, so he's got nothing to defend with on his side. And then you watch here, he tap me on the leg, gets pretty badly twisted up. You just watch here. Oh, yeah, he's tapping. I had to tell the ref, yeah, he's giving up. So same trick, it worked really well. I'm loving the Kimura, trying to finish. I'm using my hips to put pressure down on his head. He might not like it. It's a bit invasive, you'd say. So I'm trying to choke him out with my legs.
I want you to get your ass up.
While I break his arm, so it's a win-win.
Or did I? Not. Or maybe I did. Not. Did you? I didn't do it, or I did. Who knows?
That was the only match I didn't win by submission. This one was like a modified Ezekiel, so I used my forearm, push it into my opponent's throat. He's a tough dude. He's in a lot of matches. I went against him in the gi, but he had a lot of fights that day.
I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah, this is the gold medal match. I haven't lost a match yet. My opponent managed to get some good top pressure, but I sit out and I want to try and get his shoulders flat to the floor. Once they're flat to the floor, then I can work my magic. They're almost, spinning back take. That was pretty baller. Now, I've got him here in a really good position. I've got his back. This is really dangerous. He's got nothing to defend with. I do have a lot of time. I just got to snap his hand back there.
A few moments later.
But it doesn't happen. I end up in side control. Isolate. This is one of my best finishes here. An armbar. So I've got to try and pull his arm to my chest and sit back. That'll break his arm at the elbow. But he's a tough dude. He's just not giving it up. The advice I got from my sideline coach is pull the elbow across, and then I get 2 arms to break instead of 1. And I fire up. This is my last match. Though I didn't know it at the time. I thought I had one more after this. I was stoked. We got the win. That's me. Peace.